Barea details sobering hurricane relief efforts in native Puerto Rico. J Barea won't soon forget looking out of that airplane window. The water was brown, nobody outside, no green left, he told USA Today Sports in a phone interview late last month. It was like a bomb exploded. His home island of Puerto Rico, devastated by September's Hurricane Maria, was a far cry from the Caribbean paradise where he was born and raised and visits each summer. It was scary to see, man, and I knew it was going to be really, really bad for a while. A few days earlier, Barea, who hadn't heard from his parents since the hurricane made landfall, knew he needed to take action. Forget the training camp for his 12th NBA season, and 9th with the Dallas Mavericks, was right around the corner. Puerto Rico was just ravaged by one of the worst natural disasters in its history. Right before the hurricane, we knew that it was going to be, like, the worst ever, said Barea. When it happened, I couldn't get in touch with my family. We're in Dallas, me and my wife and a bunch of close friends from Puerto Rico that live in Dallas, and we were kind of anxious, like, we've got to do something. We've got to start doing something because we can't get in touch with our families, but we've got to help. So he started gathering supplies, water, food, medicine, you name it, and raising money through his foundation. But there was a problem. How are we gonna send all this stuff? That's when the idea came. Let me text my owner, Mark Cuban, Barea said. I texted him and said, is there any way we could send the team plane to Puerto Rico full of stuff and then bring some people back? He texted back 5 minutes later, like, check your email. Shortly thereafter, Barea, who had finally gotten in touch with his parents after nearly a week of no communication, was in the air. We left at 5 in the morning, dropped a bunch of stuff off, picked some of my family up and some people who needed to get out of Puerto Rico, and came back, Barea said. Barea's efforts, which earned him the NBA Cares Community Assist Award for October, didn't stop after that one trip. Though he had to stay in Dallas, he coordinated 4 more, along with his wife, Viviana Ortiz, to provide aid with the use of the team plane. All in all, Barea and his fellow North Texans helped provide over 100,000 pounds worth of supplies to the island, including 32 generators, 14,000 pounds of water, 10,000 pounds of food and 3,000 pounds of medical supplies. He also launched a U-Caring fundraiser, which has reached $250,000, for families impacted by the hurricane, raised money personally and worked with the Mavericks to donate $114,000 worth of ticket sales from their October 25 game against the Memphis Grizzlies toward the island's recovery efforts. Barea's foundation has continued to lend a hand to those in need as well. I've got my people working down there, Barea said. Once a week we go to a different city, we do a mini basketball camp for little kids. We bring doctors from San Juan or from around the island to those cities. We bring food for that day, so they can have a whole day event of basketball, food, and they can see doctors right in their town on the basketball court. We're doing that in a couple cities, mostly in the middle of Puerto Rico, where they need the most help. Follow USA Today Sports News on Twitter @tweetank.